Hi everyone, and welcome back once more to English Lessons with Inlingua Vancouver. I'm Tash, and this video is going to be Borrow and Lend Part 2. So if you haven't seen Part 1, check out the links in the comments section, otherwise you might be a bit confused. This is the extended version of Borrow and Lend. So borrow and lend, to give and take for a short time. And I often hear my students making the same mistake. And they think that you can use since with borrow and lend. This is never possible. So I'm going to give you some rules for borrow and lend in different tenses to help you out. So, rule number 1, borrow and lend can be used in the simple tenses, no problem. Okay? I borrowed it, he lent it to me, past simple, present simple. I borrow money from the school to study, present simple, no problem. It can be used in perfect tenses. So present perfect, past perfect, we can use borrow and lend, but we have to be very careful. I'll tell you why. Because borrow and lend cannot be used with time phrases except for. There's one exception. We can use for as a time phrase with borrow and lend. Let's have a look at some sentences that I've written down and they are incorrect. Here's my first wrong sentence. I've lent him the money since Tuesday. There is a mistake here, and it's that we've put a time phrase in. So all we have to do is remove the time phrase, and this sentence is now correct. I've lent him the money. Unspecified time in the past, we don't know when, we're just saying it's general information, and then it's fine to use the present perfect. So for the second one, I've borrowed the money since last week. You see the mistake? Okay. We have to remove the time phrase. We cannot use since, but we can use for. We use for when we want to give information about when we expect the item to be returned to its original owner. So, I've lent Bill $100 for 2 weeks. Bill only has 2 weeks to give the money back to me. Okay? We can set a time period with for if the item hasn't been returned and it is when we expect it to be returned. So what I've done is I've drawn this beautiful picture starring Giovanna and Louis. And Giovanna and Louis are good friends, and they are exchanging some objects. Number 1 here is a book, and number 2 here is a CD. You can see Giovanna is the owner of the book. Louis is the owner of the CD. And here I've put a time period for you. The book, 1 week. CD, only 3 days. I'll get it out of the way so you can have a better look at that. And I'd like you to practice this present perfect use of for with borrow and lend. So you can leave your answers in the comments section, and don't forget to like our channel and subscribe for more great English videos. Thank you!